How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Patrisse Cullors, one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter, resigning from her post. I'm not sure exactly what she was doing officially. I think she was executive director or some random name of a random group. Okay. She is the co-founder of Black Lives Matter, but her official title, I'm not really sure. And it was not Black Lives Matter. It was like Black Lives Matter Global Network, a truly meaningless title and a meaningless corporate entity. All right. Now, she said that the resignation had been planned about a year in advance because she wanted to focus more on the book deal and her TV deal, which is hilarious. We'll talk about that in a minute. And she said that the right-wing attacks, quote unquote, right-wing attacks against her from having that big, $3.2 million real estate portfolio, that didn't influence it. It had already been in the works. Now, there's a lot to quote unquote unpack here, as the cool kids would say. First things first, her resigning really means nothing at the end of the day. It doesn't mean anything because nobody is saying that she was embezzling money from Black Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter Global Network, whatever kind of group she was with as executive director, janitor. I'm not really sure what she was at what group. It doesn't even matter because she could make $0 from that particular company and still be a multimillionaire. Now you may be asking yourself, well, how was that possible? Wasn't she just, taking money from Black Lives Matter and getting it that way? No, not really. If she was taking money illegally, that's called embezzlement. You can't do that. If she was taking money legally, but it just looked crazy, then it's like, all right, you're taking the donation money straight from Black Lives Matter and putting it in your own pocket as a salary. That'd just be, I guess you would consider that ethically wrong, maybe morally wrong, not legally wrong, but just wrong on its face. It doesn't really look good, but that's not how this whole thing goes. That's not how this world works. Here's what's going on. Patrisse can say, all right, I'm the co-founder of Black Lives Matter. We are the most prominent group in the world when it comes to social justice, racial justice, all this, that, and the third. We have a lot of offshoot organizations all over the country, in the USA and all over the world, Western Europe, South America, maybe even Africa, Asia potentially. We're everywhere. We've raised a lot of money for a lot of people. We've done a lot of good. That's what she'll say. It won't be the truth, really, but she can say that. And then here's how she makes the money. All right, so I'm saying all this to you right now. I'm in some kind of random meeting, and I'm gonna need $500,000 to speak for 30 minutes. Okay, so give me my speaking engagement money from this private company to me because I am who I am. My name is my name. That's how she's able to raise all these millions of dollars. It doesn't have to come from Black Lives Matter as a company like you get in the paycheck. That's not how it goes. She's able to get money from the private sector by being a part of Black Lives Matter or by just having the name Patrisse Cullors, co-founder of Black Lives Matter. So this resignation changes nothing at all. Like I said, she could make $0 specifically from the organization as far as a paycheck or something like that. There's no need to embezzle. What's the point of embezzling? Why? She's getting plenty of money from the outside. She said it herself. You got a book deal, a TV deal. I think it's a Netflix or something like that she has going on. Millions of dollars right there because, again, her name is her name, Patrisse Cullors, co-founder of Black Lives Matter, and then enter the LGBTQ ABCDEFG situation. So she's LGBT. She's married to a woman, I suppose, who's also a co-founder of Black Lives Matter. Now, did they say that the wife has stepped down from anything that she was doing as it relates to a specific BLM group? I've not heard that, but I digress. The point is that, okay, you got a black woman. That's a check mark right there on the woke checklist. You are LGBT. That's quite a few check marks right there. That counts as, that's a multiplier on check marks, right? So you're a black woman, LGBT, social justice, super liberal, Marxist, communist, a hypocrite, which is also kind of a qualification to be part of these types of groups. All right, cool, you're in. And you're kind of overweight a little bit, so that counts as well. So they can't fat shame you. They can't black shame you. They can't gay shame you. They can't do anything like that. And that's how you're able to make a bunch of money. That's how the game goes. You could speak at a place like Apple and get paid like the guy Tim Wise. Tim Wise is the Jewish guy, white guy. I'm not really sure what he is specifically, but he has this book called White Like Me, very similar to the whole Black Lives Matter woke agenda. And he's able to use that book and go around all over the nation and get paid buku dinero and speaking engagements. What do you do for a living, sir? I'm an author. Well, how was this author with one book worth so much money? It's because he is in the speaking engagement chitlin circuit, going all over the country, all over the world, raising a bunch of money for himself. Now, Patrisse Cullors says that they do donate to families, but they don't really publicize it and they don't talk about dollar amounts. But you know what? That's the equivalent of a scene in the movie called New Jack City. And if you have seen that movie, you may kind of understand where I'm going. Now, one of the main characters in the movie, played by Wesley Snipes by the name of Nino Brown, was a big time drug dealer. And what he did on Thanksgiving was hand out turkeys. Okay. But aside from handing out the turkeys on Thanksgiving to some of the people that you infected with the drugs, you're infecting the community with drugs. You are taking parents away from the home. You're destroying the community in which you live. They even held a whole apartment building hostage to sell their drugs, to manufacture and package their drugs. All right. So you could say you're doing something good by handing out turkeys, all this and that and the third, but at the end of the day, you're destroying the neighborhood around you. So this little token of appreciation does not really go far, because you would do better by not destroying the community. Keep the turkey for yourself. Keep that in the store. Let everybody buy it with their hard-earned money in exchange for not having the community be so dangerous. This is what Patrisse Cullors does. You want to push the BLM agenda. Look at how dangerous a lot of cities all over the nation have become. And a lot of places were already dangerous to begin with, but now with this whole thing about ACAB and defund the police and Black Lives Matter and Antifa, all these things working together, you got a 50% increase in the homicide rate in Atlanta. Portland, Oregon has an 800% increase in the homicide rate, all because of groups like Black Lives Matter, Antifa, etc., and the ideas that they exude and the pressure they put on local governments to acquiesce to their will. So just because you resign from Black Lives Matter or whatever group you're affiliated with or whatever group officially had you employed means nothing. You won't be so tied up in your book deal and your TV deal that you won't continue to quote unquote do the work. Even if you retire from doing it, your acolytes are still out there doing whatever they're doing. People that you help to influence and brainwash are still out there doing whatever they're doing. You're still going to make plenty of money off of this. They'll make plenty of money off of this. You guys are going to be great. You guys can succeed. Patrisse, you got this, 1.3, 1.2, however many millions of dollars house in Topanga Canyon. Another one in Inglewood. Another one somewhere in South LA. Another one in suburban Atlanta, like an hour away from Atlanta, with a whole landing strip and the hangar with the airplane. You got all of that from BLM, and you're trying to get more property in the Bahamas, right, by Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods. You're trying to do all that on the backs of people that have been destroyed by your ideology. So this little nugget, this little carrot you're throwing out there means nothing. It may mean a thing to people that don't really understand what's going on and will just take that and accept it. But to those of us that understand what's going on, to those of us that care and really see what's happening, it means nothing. How about you go out there and denounce Black Lives Matter and their hateful rhetoric and their hateful ideology? How about that? But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What do you think about Patrisse Cullors resigning from her post at whatever BLM group she was with? Does it mean something? Does it mean nothing? Will it impact her ability to make money? Is she going to stop saying Patrisse Cullors, co-founder of Black Lives Matter? Will she stop saying that? Will she rescind this book deal and TV deal? Talking about, oh, I got the book deal because of who I am, not because of Black Lives Matter. All right, so does anybody really think that Patrisse Cullors out there with the fat angel suit or whatever she had on a few years ago, do you think that she will be able to make this kind of money without being the founder or co-founder of Black Lives Matter? If she was just a starving artist, regular lady from LA, single mom, blah, 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 would she be able to do what she's doing without having that big ticket item in the resume? I don't think so, but whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I stand. I think that Black Lives Matter and groups that are like it, whether they're official, unofficial, or whatever, are toxic, are dangerous, are poisonous, and should not be followed by anyone in the general public. That's just my view, but whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.